Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome to another video by Sendwin. In today's video, we're going to talk about the various user cases in which Send is going to prove helpful to you. So guys, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first case is that of a digital marketer. So in case you're a digital marketer, then you must be of course maintaining multiple profiles, multiple accounts, and multiple things, just to keep things segregated, just to keep things much more well organized, and that's also a good practice as digital marketer because this helps you minimizing the load of a one account, and in case something happens to the one account, you won't be in a loss. Just to evade that risk, you of course maintain multiple profiles. Like for instance, you might have multiple Google Ads accounts, just to make things, keeping things on a safer side, because you might be running ads for different products for different brands using different accounts, so that's one of the reasons that you might be maintaining more than one profile, more than one account. And what happens is that nowadays these companies have grown more cautious about like all the social media platforms. Like I would say about like Facebook, you might have heard about Facebook account bans, Facebook bans ad accounts, and Facebook is notorious, Facebook is notorious for this purpose of like banning the ads account. So you can do, as a digital marketing, you can skip this thing by using Sendwin, and that's where Sendwin is going to come to your rescue. So what Sendwin exactly does is that you can use multiple social media profiles, multiple ad accounts, you can literally use multiple accounts of anything, using Sendwin. And Sendwin, what it does is that it makes things look much more natural. The company won't be able to figure out that it's exactly you who is trying to maintain all these profiles. Sendwin gives them an individual identity to each and every session that you create using Sendwin, and due to this you can assign individual proxies, and things are more native, things are more natural, and this eventually helps you to evade that risk of getting banned, or having your limit, your reach limited, and so on. So being a digital marketer, if you're a digital marketer, definitely go ahead, download, install Sendwin, and it's gonna prove really helpful to you. So with that, now we move on to our next user case, that is of an affiliate marketer. So guys, in case you're an affiliate marketer, then I would like to highly suggest you to maintain more than one profiles, especially like you can have more than one Facebook profile or Instagram profile, but keeping maintaining multiple profiles comes at a huge risk, and this risks are associated with the same as we talked about in digital marketing. The same problems might come in here. You might face that problem of getting your account banned, or maybe your reach limited, which eventually gives you at a great loss. And being an affiliate marketer, of course, you aim at creating a profile, a social profile such attractive that you might get connected with clients. That means you might get connected with the people, the targeted audience, and you eventually try to build up an audience using your profiles. So what happens is that in case because of any good reason, if your account gets banned, so what do? You are in such a huge state of loss, because you lose that audience, you lose that effort, you lose that hard work that you put in to build up that profile. So what you can do to keep yourself on the safer side, perhaps this is a free method, because Sendwin is of course a free tool available to you that helps you to protect your account, to protect your identity, and at the end it also helps you to maintain multiple profiles seamlessly. And you can be tension free, running all these multiple accounts. You can be at the peace of your mind that nothing's gonna happen to you, because what Sendwin does is that it just makes things more natural. It makes things harder for these companies to know that it's actually you trying to maintain this profile, that profile. The companies aren't able to figure out, and therefore they aren't able to limit you, they aren't able to ban you and all. So being an affiliate marketer, definitely, just to scale up things, just go ahead, create multiple profiles, and use Sendwin as a layer of security. And believe me, you're gonna scale up your business, you're gonna scale up your affiliate marketing business, and also at the same time you're gonna be at a peace of mind. You can stay there happy, nothing's gonna happen to you, because now you have the security in your hands. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, install Sendwin. It's free. And till then, with this, we're gonna talk about the next user case, that is of an e-commerce vendor. Okay, so guys, now is the time to talk about to you how Sendwin is gonna prove helpful to you if you're an e-commerce vendor, where you sell products on these various e-commerce sites, like Amazon or Flipkart or Myntra or eBay, any other social site, any other this e-commerce site, any other e-commerce site where you're just trying to set up your products, and in that case, what happens is that you might have a big range of product lines that you can like aim to sell as individual sellers, just to scale up your margin, just to increase your margin, just to increase your profits, just to increase the revenue, and to get connected with more people, with more customers. So what you can do is you can set up multiple vendor accounts, or multiple seller accounts in order to boost up your sales, right? So what you can do here, these companies, of course, they're always looking after this. Who are the ones that are trying to spam, that are trying to fake identities. So in that case, you might get caught into it. So in order to escape this, what you can do is you can set up multiple accounts, but along with Sendwin. When you use Sendwin is gonna be a bodyguard to the streak of yours of faking identities. Not exactly faking identities, but having multiple accounts. And of course, you might be there showing up your real identity, but you're trying to operate as multiple sellers, right? So in that case, Sendwin is gonna give each and every seller a unique identity. So when you're trying to access the profiles, the seller profiles, the companies never know that it's actually you. It's actually the same person that's trying to access the first seller account, the second seller account, or the third seller account, right? So what happens is that Sendwin just give things, it gives an individual identity to each session that you're trying to do. So session here means is that every time when you're trying to log into a new account using Sendwin, so we term that as a session, right? So each session has got its own identity, it has got its own unique details, its own unique metadata, for which the companies can never ever know that it was accessed from the same device, from the same location, and perhaps by the same person. So in that case, you can stay at a complete peace of mind that your accounts are never at risk. You can carry on your business tension free, and at the same time let Sendwin handle all these issues, problems for you. So sit back, relax, and carry on your business, and I wish you the best that you keep scaling your business this way. And also at the same time, let Sendwin protect you. Install the Chrome extension right now. All links are there in the description. So with that, we move on to our next user case, that is of a social media marketer. So social media marketers, tend to market things on social media platforms. And of course, when you're marketing things on social media platforms, you don't just stick to one profile, you create multiple profiles for multiple products, multiple brands, and so on. So what happens is that perhaps also, apart from this, being a social media marketer, you might have a team, that's marketing things, and you have to share your social details, but you don't want to share the password because things can get kind of security concern here. You don't want to share, even if they might be your team, but you don't trust them to that level. So what happens is that you can share them a complete logged in page without even letting them know about the password. So how you can do this? You can do this with the help of this amazing tool called Sendwin. Sendwin, it comes handy here because it helps you to share sessions. You can share sessions right from just a click of a single button. Just click of a single button, you can share an entire session from one device to another across multiple devices, anytime, anywhere. So how can you do it? By it's simple, just install Sendwin, store up your session, and you can share the session to any device, to any device, any location, wherever you want to. Okay, just make sure that you install Sendwin, and also you register with Sendwin, because you need to log in, and then you can access all these features. And perhaps we also recommend you to check out the Pro plans that we available with us, the Pro and the Pro Plus plans. And of course, when you upgrade your plan from the free plan, though we have a free plan that you can absolutely try us absolutely for free, and when you try the Pro features, then the difference. You can see for yourself the kind of productivity that you can increase within yourself, and the value that you derive from this tool. So with that being said, now let us move on to the final case that we're going to discuss today, which is that of a normal day user. normal users, like it could be students, professionals, etc. So let us talk about how can Sendwin help you. If you're just a student, if you're just a professional, or if you are like a normal day-to-day user that just uses internet, that uses browser. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so things gonna get interesting here, because I'm gonna like spit out some facts regarding Sendwin that's gonna really amaze you. So the first thing that I'm gonna share with you is that you can serve anonymously using Sendwin. So what that means is that you can evade the needs of having an incognito mode, or switching different browser profiles just to search something that you don't want to search over your main profile. So what Sendwin does, is that you can create a new session, a new tab, a new Google Chrome tab, or maybe you can be using any other profile, because it works with multiple browsers like Microsoft Edge. So you can just create a new tab and use it as a new Sendwin session. So what Sendwin does is that it automatically assigns the proxy. It automatically makes it anonymous for you. So anything that you search, nobody knows it's actually you making the search and from which location. So also what that means is that if there's something, some certain sites that are blocked in your particular geographically, maybe your country, geographically, if the site is blocked, you can also unblock it using Sendwin, because Sendwin doesn't reveal your identity, so the sites never come to know that you are actually accessing from the same country where these things are blocked. So you can basically go ahead and serve anonymously, privately, from the same main browser, just by using this amazing tool called Sendwin. And the next thing that you can do is you can log into multiple social media profiles. Just for instance, if you look at Facebook, you can never use two Facebook profiles at the same time on your desktop or PC. Facebook has limited to just one profile at a time. So in case when you have to use more than one profile, normally what you would do is you would have to either switch to incognito tab to log in back to a new account, or you have to switch browser profiles where you have to log in back to another profile, and just you have to maintain two browser profiles to access two different Facebook accounts. But that was something that you would do in the past until Sendwin didn't come into existence. So now you have Sendwin, and what Sendwin does is that it creates multiple sessions, so for which you can create multiple sessions for Facebook, and in the same browser just open up a new tab and you can access Facebook completely fresh, and you can log in back to any account. And this not just limited to two accounts, you can create unlimited Facebook profiles just by creating new sessions for it. And the cool part is that you can also share this sessions. So that brings us to the third amazing point, third amazing fact about Sendwin, which allows you to share these stored sessions. So what you can do is you can log into any Facebook profile, maybe just for instance, it could be any site, it could be any site on the world, and you can create a session using Sendwin for it. So what for instance, if it's Facebook where you have just entered your details and you want to share that exact profile to someone, and without even revealing the password, so what you can do is you can just share the session using Sendwin, and there you go, you can share the entire profile without even revealing the password for it. It's that cool, right? And the next thing is that when you browse anonymously using Sendwin, you can also blur certain parts of the page. There could be some sensitive info that you like to blur, you can blur it then and there using Sendwin, right? You can blur certain parts of the pages, or you can blur the entire page. It's all upon you when you access this feature of blurring pages or certain sections using Sendwin, right? So there's another cool feature that you can do using Sendwin. And next is premium proxy. As I already told you, that Sendwin aims at protecting your identity, and therefore it assigns proxies. And when you upgrade your pro plans, you can assign premium proxies to each session. So that's something cool, and that's something adds a more another layer of security to your privacy. So these are few of the user cases that we discussed today in this video, and I hope that it has helped you to understand how Sendwin can help you in your day-to-day life. So with that being said, I strongly recommend you to go check out Sendwin. It's completely free of cost. You can go install the extension and start using it right from today. Also, we have the premium plans. I definitely suggest you to check out this premium plans too. They're super affordable, super cheap, and you can protect your privacy. You can do a lot more with Sendwin. So with that being said, I'd like to wind up the video here. Till then, I'll see you in another video. Take care and bye bye.